Okay, so here I am with Sifu Shane Michener, and I'm going to just talk a little bit about his Kung Fu history. We've been friends for about 18 years, and Kung Fu friends and friends in all aspects. And so, Shane, say hi to everybody, and first thing we want to do is ask you when you first took martial arts practice of any kind.
First time I started in karate when I was about 7 or 8, so it would have been about 1970, 78, 79, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Right on. That's not too far off from when I started, except I started at an older age.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what inspired you to do that? What drew you to the martial arts?
Well, I was allowed to watch a little bit of TV at that age, of course, and I started watching Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris movies, and that's where I got my inspiration. Those guys were just amazing. They're in excellent shape, and the way they moved, and they could fight, and that's something that really intrigued me.
Yeah, we've all been influenced by Bruce Lee, especially.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris as well, of course. So tell us a bit about your journey. So from the karate, did you continue martial arts continually?
No,
or did you have gaps in your training?
I was kind of off and on. Karate was the first thing I really did, so I got a little bit of interest there. Of course, as a kid, you're kind of in and out of things, but as I got a little bit older, I think I was about 19 or 20, and I started to train with a professional kickboxer, more or less as a sparring partner to him, and we did that for quite some time. He was quite good at and I was excited to just, him to take me on. I met him at the gym. I used to do a lot of training and bodybuilding and that sort of a thing when I was younger, and so it just seemed to work out with what I was interested in, and I learned a lot from him, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Fat lips in the works.
And what happened after? What did you go to next?
When I first started, it was karate, but when I came to Stony Plain, it was kung fu.
Okay.
And so was Kempo. Yeah.
So your son, Tyson?
Yeah.
He started with the Kempo Kung Fu?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't very long after that when I was kind of watching some of the classes, and then I started talking to Sifu Jingra, and he invited me in to train a little bit and maybe take the class, so I just jumped in with both feet and went crazy with him. Had fairly large classes, met some pretty cool people. As schools are, he had different people teaching, the different levels and helping out, and over time that's what I started doing, is moving up and help teaching the kids and the younger adults and that sort of thing. That's when I met Sifu Prosco.
Yes, I remember that day.
Yeah, he came in as a guest to teach some Wing Chun and some other styles, and we hit it off really well, and he invited me back to his private facility, his house, and we trained there for many years, me and his son and a couple other students as well.
Yeah, and actually Sifu Jingra and some other students
Yeah.
came on board too, and kept running the school. But
Yeah.
just for something extra, something different, everyone would come out to our place.
Yeah.
Practice.
Yeah,
It's
there's
wonderful.
many times I was working out doing martial arts 6 times a week, so we're still running our school, or I was in school with Sifu Jingra and taking classes with Jerry. Yeah.
And then, you and Sifu Jingra teamed up and had your own school called
Yeah, and
Inner Dragon.
yeah, we started Inner Dragon. Can't exactly remember the year. I ended up getting my black belt level through Sifu Jingra, and over the year we spent quite a few years teaching other students. It was great. We sometimes had class sizes over 30 people, and it was pretty exciting.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah, and then from that point there, always in contact with you, of course, and then started training at the Green Dragon School with Master Justine and Grandmaster Chan, and and a lot of the other black belt instructors as well. Here again, I'm terrible with time, but it was a few years. And
yeah, you're pretty dedicated. Well, if the audience out there wants to have a look, some of the videos are referring to TNA Temple. Well, that's Shane's automotive shop, who's TNA Automotive,
yeah.
and you can Shane is in those videos as well.
Yeah.
And Master Justine would come out and give us lessons there. So no matter what it took, we would always be practicing.
Yeah.
Somewhere or other, right?
Yeah, and then we built a new shop, so of course I took a few years off there to get that going. I needed to spend the time there. It was just working early mornings and late nights. And my buddy Jerry had to move away on us there.
Never a night.
That's right. Yeah. But now, I'm really glad to have him back, because now we're back in the swing of things and back training Justine and
yeah. Well, you'll see actually Shane came to visit us in Vernon. He's in some of the other videos that we put out on YouTube as well. So you everybody has gaps in their training. So you had a little bit of a gap just recently with work taking a lot of your time and so on, and so Inner Dragon, you weren't teaching that for a bit now, eh? And
no, we ended up closing the school. Just the same thing. Leo's path took him on another level as well, where it demanded a lot of his time. Same with me. So we just we couldn't do it. We had some, it was kind of a heartbreaking situation to have to stop the school. We did have quite a few kids. We helped them, join other schools and stuff. Just we didn't want to just abandon them. And we didn't know if we were going to start the school back up or not.
Yeah, so Shane, I'm back in town. And so Shane and I are practicing diligently again, and actually looking for a location to bring the school together again and start teaching to the public.
Yep.
Once more. As martial artists, we put a lot of effort and time into it. What would you say it's given you? Or has it given back as much as you've given to it?
Yes, it has. My attitude's changed a lot, and I think it's all from the martial arts, the school, the training, the discipline, understanding, and the balance of everything. You use that every day. It's not just you go to martial arts school and you learn techniques and how to fight and you become this whatever wizard. It's not like that. You use it every day. How you respect people and customers and friends and family, and it gives you patience and understanding. It's helped me with my family and my wife, and it just brings balance to life. I would suggest martial arts to anybody, no matter what age you are, what body type you are, no matter how physical you are or not. You can always work martial arts into it, even if it's just for training and exercise.
Sure.
It's kept me fairly fit. I took a couple years off there, and it shows. And now I knew what I was before, and I'm working back to that goal again. That's a big thing for me, just to get back fit. And
well, Shane, do you mind sharing with everyone your age?
oh, I'm 51. I'll be 52 here pretty soon. The only thing really I've slowed down with is I've kind of damaged my knees, not just from martial arts. Being a mechanic by trade, I've been a mechanic for over 30 years, and it takes a toll on your knees, especially in your back and shoulders. But just keeping the training and keep moving, and it really helps, building the strength and the flexibility.
Yeah, it's true. We have to work with and through our injuries, but not in a way that continues damaging your joints. And so you have to respect your body, and that's part of why I think if you keep practicing, you've learned to continue the martial art even around minor impairments, right?
Right.
Because sometimes things become chronic. It doesn't stop you. That's what it's all about. We're ageless martial artists.
Yeah. One thing to add, I guess, with the martial arts, most of my training has been in Kung Fu, of course. Sifu Jingra had introduced me to a gentleman named Vladimir Vasilov with Sistema, which is Russian martial arts. we introduced it to Jerry as well, and actually we ended up going down to Phoenix, Arizona on an intense training course with
Vladimir and
Vladimir
and other instructors. Yeah, it was a wonderful time, eh? And
and they taught you a lot about breathing, and I still use those arts today, the circular style breathing.
Yeah, Sistema surprised me. I thought it would be brutal and, sort of hard on the body, but really they have a lot of respect, not only your body, but your mind. So it's wonderful to incorporate that.
Yeah, it's very similar to the Chinese, or the Chinese of Kung Fu, where it's healing and...
Yeah, and a lot of times, even the Chinese instructors might neglect some of that, so we don't. You have to respect your body first, otherwise, why practice?
Yeah, we don't have it later in life.
Because like I said, we want to be aged.
Yeah, I'd like to be Jerry's age, still doing what we're doing now. That's my goal.
Well, this is great, Shane. I'm glad we had a chance to do this. Now, I just want to say, I've been practicing with Shane for some time, and he's a pretty good fighter, and he has a great mind-body connection. So, and even though we haven't practiced together because I was away, I still see he's got it right. So, you guys, hey, have a great day.
Thank you very much.